Alright guys, how's it going? This is going to be the monthly wrap-up, which is going to be February of 2014. Gotta say, this month went by pretty fast, not just because there's less days in this month, but I guess things like bonus experience weekend, those 3 days kind of like flew by basically. Now this month is not exactly the same as last month. I didn't really have like 4 big experience in like different skills, or 4 different skills with big experience. I mean, this month was kind of, it felt a little more. I'm not going to say the word lost, but I definitely did a lot more different skills and kind of different experience in each skill. It wasn't all like exactly the same as last month, where it was like 30 mil prayer, 40 mil thief, 40 mil this, 40 mil that. It was kind of more spread it out, which is kind of nice as well. But anyways. I'm going to probably be using Rune Tracker for this video. I'm not going to be using runetrack.com, not runetracker.org, because this month I believe it's tracking 4 weeks and 3 days, which is like a month. But this month only has 28 days, obviously, I believe, unless this is a leap year. But yeah, anyways. Now, there is a few skills I won't really be talking too much about because I got such little experience in them, but I'm going to quickly write them off for you guys. I got 5 million prayer in total. I got 1.7 mil wood cutting, which is from use every day. 800k fishing. I got 11 mil fire making, which is from the fire making book every day, book of char, and a little bit of fire making during bonus experience weekend, things like that, just to relax. 12. Well, no, I'm not going to cover that. That one's an actual skill I trained. 6 million construction. About 4 million is from bonus experience weekend. I just trained like the day before it ended. And just got that quickly. But yeah, and about 1.5 mil hunter. Just recently trained that as well. And 1 mil runecraft, which is like from last month, just the ending of it. But yeah, that is all the little experience rates I got in skills that don't have too much experience in. But anyways, moving on, guys, I'm going to first move on to the agility skill. Now, a little bit interesting for this skill, I must say. I didn't really plan on this, but I somehow ended up getting about 12 mil. If you guys want to know that, I get about 80k agility every single day from just doing my daily challenge, which is 24 laps of Barbarian course. And I get my Jack of Trades, which is, I believe is 21k or something like that agility experience every day. But I get about 80k every single day for free, just from doing that, with, of course, the BA bonus experience, which if you guys do BA, it's like 400k agility experience boost an hour. So if you play for 10 hours, you can get 4 million agility experience, but a bonus. You won't actually get the experience. But it looks like I almost averaged like 500k agility a day. There were some days where I did like 1.7 million agility in a day. And then some days where I hardly did any. During the bonus experience weekend, I didn't even do the challenges because if I'm going to be getting double experience, I don't want to really be training agility because getting double agility experience is so easy. It wasn't really worth doing the challenge during the weekend. But I did on the day after, since it ended at 7 in the morning. I did it on the Monday, but I didn't do it at all during the weekend. But yeah, I went from about 62.4 to 74.6 million agility. I also went up about 18 ranks, if that counts as anything, which is pretty nice. But yeah, very, very surprised. I didn't think I could ever really do agility, but I'm not going to lie, it's not that bad when you have double experience in it. Goes a lot faster, obviously, and it's kind of odd getting like 140k agility experience an hour while you're training it. That's not really including the pit. I'm not too sure how much the pit gives you. As many of you guys know, many of my videos contain me doing the pit, which is like a little mini game for agility where I always get fucked over somehow, and you know, I don't really get to double my experience. But yes, that is the first skill that I want to show you guys. The next skill I'm going to probably show you guys is going to be, I'm going to save Herblore for last probably because of bonus experience weekend. The next one's going to probably be Divination. Now as for Divination, guys, I didn't train too much of it, but I did get a lot of experience in it. I only trained this skill around like the first week or two of this month. And then besides that, I just completely stopped training it at all. It's good experience to do daily challenge for Divination. It's actually more efficient to do that versus the agility one, but to me, I'd rather get bonus agility, experience rather than bonus divination. Since the skill is quite relaxing in AFK, I'd rather do that than do divination for it. Now, I believe about 2 million bonus divination experience is what I had from all the necklaces and stuff before they, took out Soph and things like that. Whenever they updated the bonus experience thing is whenever I cashed that all in. I got about 2 million bonus divination from that. So instead of like a 9 mil month, I got like a 7 mil month. But as you guys see, I didn't train the entire month, just starting, and that's about it. Not much to say about that. I'm just completely going to be waiting until the Bob thing comes out. It kind of sucks the Boon one didn't work out, but I mean, I guess the Bob one's going to make it a little more AFK and kind of relaxing, so, it's not too big of a deal. I guess it might increase the experience a tiny bit, but of course the other option would have been nicer, but this one's nice too. The best thing about Divination for me was probably that I went up about 1.3k overall ranks in it. which is quite a bit considering that, like, if you guys didn't know, by the way, I might make a video sometime separate to this, containing like Foot's website for the Crystal Math Labs, when you guys know. But if you take all my ranks added together, so I'm ranked like, let's just say 8 in crafting, you add that with like my rank 30 whatever in strength. All my ranks added together at the moment are around 3.3k, which is kind of interesting. I think I'm ranked like 3rd or 4th or maybe 5th, something like that, overall. So basically, if you guys have 200 mil DG just recently, that's already like 1.5k ranks right there, which kind of sucks. So it's not something that anyone can really do too much anymore, because if you don't have Dungeoneering done with, you're basically screwed, because Dungeoneering is such a crazy rank for 200 mil. It's disgusting. But it's kind of a nice feature to know as well for my account. My only last 2 skills I can really train and get up a lot of ranks is Hunter and Divination. Besides that, I can't move up too much more than I already am. Most of the skills I'm not 200 mil in, I'm already top 100-ish in, so it's, especially agility. Like agility, I'm ranked 45, and I've got like 130 mil agility to go still. Can't get too much better than that. But yes, that is my divination for this month, guys. Not too amazing or anything like that, but just had to add it in there because that is one of the skills I spend quite a bit of time on compared to the other ones. Next, we're going to move on to, I was going to say mining, but that's clearly just warbands. I guess I will move on to the bonus experience weekend. I'm going to probably start off with my fletching, and then I'll talk to you guys about my herbal right after that. So I'll see you guys in the next clip with fletching. Here we go, guys. A simple 32 million fletch experience I had gained. I think about 30 million experience was during bonus experience weekend. The rest was just kind of trading a little bit of fletching after. I probably will be sometimes soon go for 200 mil. But like I said before, fletching is a skill you want to sometimes leave for whenever you want to, like, let's just say if I'm waiting for warbands, you're not going to do some fletching or some fire making. If I'm waiting for some friends to come to BA with, I can fletch outside while I wait. There's a lot of things you can do while you're fletching. Of course, you can do things like thieving and fletching, like I always say. But there's also other things that you can do with this skill, because, I mean, you can basically bring it anywhere with you and train it almost whenever you want. So it's not exactly smart to get that 200 mil as soon as possible. It's a good one to leave over, but since I'm like 28 million experience off, which isn't too long, I might be finishing that up sometime soon. But yeah, not too much to say about fletching, like 600k something an hour, I believe it is. Ever since the interface update, where you guys can basically click, and click again, and basically, you guys have seen it whenever I did it during my double experience weekend. I was just clicking once and then clicking again on the exactly same spot, and it starts to make my arrows. As before, it used to be click, and then like you have to move your mouse and shit. So I guess interface update was a little effective for things like fletching and a few other skills as well. But yeah, about 32 mil, 33 mil monthly, which ain't too bad. Probably will finish this up maybe sometime in the next month, if not the month after, probably. Now, last but not least, we're going to move on to Herbal, which is my biggest experience monthly gain. By the way, my monthly gain is around 180 million or something like that, just very, very close to it. I think it's about 177, but I'm doing this on the 28th, so I can or on the 27th, so I can upload it on the 28th. So hopefully it'll be done by then. But around 176, probably 180 mil by the time this month is over with. So I'll see you guys next clip, making overloads. Alright guys, herb lore, let's do some herb lore. So as you guys can see, 80 million experience, just about 80 million experience monthly in herb lore. Now I must say, I think I did around 15 mil or 16 mil before bonus experience weekend, which was me making my extremes. If you guys remember that video where I basically recorded like my entire day of doing extremes, I got, I think, only like 13 mil daily, I think, something like that I got. From just making my extremes with like a 30-hour log thing. I didn't actually play for 30 hours, but I did a nice 6-hour log type of thing. Now, I must say, this skill is probably just as bad, if not worse, than training something like summoning. I thank God that these skills that are really fucking horrible for your hands, like construction as well, I thank God that they are fast XP rates. I can only imagine construction being like 50k experience an hour. Like, oh my god, if that shit was 50k an hour, I don't think anybody would have 200 mil, because it is so fucking bad on your hands and arthritis and everything. But yeah, Herbal during the double experience for me was basically, I think, like 3 mil plus an hour. So I kind of slacked, obviously, because once you do it for a long time, you tend to slack a little bit. I could probably only say that it's not true for a player called Drowns, as many of you guys know. For him, it's just like, it's like a machine. It just doesn't matter how long it's been doing it for. It just keeps doing it at the same rates. But as for most people, or I would even say normal people, definitely not the case. After like a good 10 hours or so of doing something, you will start to slack a little bit. It always will happen. Unless you're going for like a daily record, then maybe not. But if you do it for like a month or some shit, you'll definitely start to slack at one point. Oh, maybe not Suomi. I never really knew. I never really noticed. I always just noticed big ass XP gains from him. I never really checked to see if he was slacking in anything. He's slacking right now, though. I can tell you that. Anyways, Earthlore is a skill I was gonna possibly save for doing warbands with, but warbands lately has been getting kind of hectic. It's been getting really busy, having a lot more wars, and it's just not really worth it for me to save a few extra, like maybe 1 or 2 build at the very most. Not to mention that, I mean, I almost had to do overloads during double experience weekend because I already had most of my extremes done. Having 26,000 extreme range pots already done with saves me like 300, 400 mil or some crap already. So I almost had to do that. Plus, making overloads itself is very, very cheap. You just use a torso and you get 1k experience. A torso costs like 5, 6k, so that's very, very cheap, obviously. It's mostly obviously just the pre-overload supplies that cost a lot of money. But since I already had the ranges done with, had a few thousand of the other ones, I decided to just do it anyways. And just get the skill out of the way completely. I'm still debating on saving construction for warbands or not, but I probably won't. It's possible I might get into buying construction supplies. I know people do this like selling and buying supplies type of thing. For something like construction, it's probably better off for me to buy it because the skill experience per hour is really high anyways. And it costs money as well. So if I just buy the supplies, I might save a little bit of time and probably spend the same amount of money on the actual skill. That's probably something I'll talk about in the future, though. I don't really know yet. But I know there's a lot of players right now doing that for like any type of supplies, I guess. It's not really the way that Jack's intended, but then again, this is RuneScape. Nothing is ever really done legit anymore. If there's a loophole, you best bet that at least some of your top pagers and a bunch more are probably doing exactly the same thing. Now, one last thing I'm going to add in this video, guys, is going to be the Heist minigame. The Heist minigame, all right, you got me. Now, at the moment, I have just around like 11 or 10 million bonus Hunter experience from playing this minigame. That was all obtained this month, obviously. I believe if I was to make that into like the XP rates, that's about 40 hours or so of hunting. So I have about 40 hours or so done of hunting from just playing the minigame itself, which is nice, obviously. I mean, this is like my least favorite skill, basically. But like I said, I trained a little bit of Hunter today, and I actually didn't mind it because it's double experience. Makes it go by so much quicker, and just seeing how much experience Hunter can be an hour now, which is like 600k plus with the boost, it makes me not mind training it at all, basically, because it's a lot of experience. Faster experience an hour, the less you have to do of the actual skill, so it kind of feels a little more relaxing just knowing that. But anyways, guys, that is my monthly wrap-up of February. Not as long as another one. I don't think I still have to put all these clips together. I just hate putting these videos together and putting all the pictures on top. But it's nice to see it nice and clear and things like that. So I'm going to definitely do it again. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And as last time, thanks again, guys, for the amazing ratings on the last one. Hopefully we can do the exactly same on this one. I think it's like 1.3k likes and like fucking 10 dislikes or some shit. Very, very good ratings. But yeah, if we could do it again, that'd be awesome. If not, no big deal. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.